Hello, and welcome back to the English Learning Lounge. I'm Mike.
And I'm Sarah. We're so glad you could join us today. How are you feeling, Mike?
I'm feeling good, Sarah. I have my coffee here. The week has been busy, but it's nice to slow down now, to just sit and talk. How about you?
I feel the same. It's been a full week. Lots of thinking, lots of work. But I'm ready to relax here with you and with everyone listening.
That's what this space is all about. A quiet, comfortable place to be with English. No pressure.
Exactly. You know, something happened to me this week that made me think about our learners.
Oh yeah? What was that?
Well, I was watching a cooking show. It was in French. I studied French in school a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I was surprised because I could understand almost everything. The chef was explaining how to make a cake. I understood the ingredients, the steps, everything.
That's great.
It was. But then my friend asked me, "So how do you make the cake?" And I opened my mouth to explain and nothing. The words were just gone.
I know that feeling so well. It's such a strange feeling, isn't it?
It is. In my head, I knew everything. But the words to speak, to explain, they wouldn't come out. It's like they were stuck. I felt a little bit silly.
And I think that exact feeling is something many English learners experience every single day. So today, I think we should talk about it. Let's talk about that feeling when you can understand English perfectly, but you can't find the words to speak.
That's a wonderful idea because it's a difficult feeling and we want to help you understand it and feel better about it.
So let's get comfortable and explore this together. Let's start by just naming the problem. What does it actually feel like? For me, it feels like watching a movie. You understand the story, the characters, the jokes.
Right, you're following along perfectly.
Exactly. But if someone pauses the movie and asks you, what do you think will happen next? Your mind just goes blank. The thoughts are there, but the English words are hiding.
That's a great way to describe it. For me, it can happen in a conversation. I'm listening to someone, nodding along. I understand their opinion, their feelings. I have a perfect reply in my head, a really good idea.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then it's my turn to speak and silence. The idea just stays in my head and the moment passes.
And that can be so frustrating. It can make you feel like you're failing. You might think, what is wrong with me? I know these words. Why can't I say them?
Yes, that's the key feeling, frustration, and maybe a little bit embarrassment. You feel like your English is broken.
So the first thing we want to tell you today is the most important message. If you feel this way, please listen very carefully.
There is nothing wrong with you.
Absolutely nothing. This experience is not a sign of failure. It is a sign of progress.
That sounds strange, doesn't it? A problem that is actually progress.
It does, but it's true. Think about it. To have this problem, you first have to be good at something else.
You have to be good at listening.
Exactly. Being able to understand spoken English is a huge skill. It means your brain is learning the sounds, the rhythm, the vocabulary. Your listening skills have become strong. They have grown faster than your speaking skills.
It's like building a house. You have built a strong foundation and beautiful walls. You can see everything clearly inside, but the door is a little bit stuck.
That's a perfect image. The house is your understanding. It's big and strong. The door is your speaking. This is a very, very common stage for every language learner.
So please let go of the frustration, just for today, and let's be curious. Why does this happen? What is really going on in our brains?
Let's talk about the reasons. The first big reason has to do with two types of vocabulary. Sarah, can you explain this?
Of course. So in our brain, we have two kinds of English vocabulary. We can call them passive English and active English.
Passive and active. Okay.
Your passive English is all the words you can understand when you read them or hear them. This vocabulary is usually very large. You've learned these words from movies, from songs, from reading, from listening to podcasts like this one.
So your passive vocabulary is your understanding vocabulary.
Exactly. But then you have your active English. These are the words you can use easily, the words you can find and speak without thinking too hard. For almost everyone, this active vocabulary is much, much smaller.
That makes so much sense. So when you understand a conversation, you are using your big passive vocabulary. But when you try to speak, your brain is looking for words in your small, active vocabulary.
Right, and if the word you need isn't there, your brain freezes. The problem isn't that you don't know the word is in your brain somewhere, but the door to it is locked. It's not active yet.
I like that metaphor. The words are in your brain, but the door is locked. Our goal is not to learn more words, but to find the key to unlock the words we already have.
And we will talk about how to find that key later in the episode. But there's another reason this happens, isn't there, Mike?
Yes, a big one. And it's about speed. Many learners think very, very fast in their native language.
Thinking in your native language.
Right. In your own language, your brain is like a super fast sports car. You can have a complex thought, a long sentence, and it just comes out perfectly. But your English brain might be more like a bicycle. It's steady, it's strong, but it's not as fast.
So you have a sports car idea, but you try to express it with a bicycle.
Exactly. And your brain gets overloaded. It tries to translate this beautiful, complex sentence from your native language, and it can't find all the pieces in English quickly enough. So it gives up, and you say nothing.
This leads to another big reason, fear. The fear of making mistakes.
This is a huge one. While your brain is trying to find a word, a little voice inside says, "Is that the right word? Is my grammar correct? Will people laugh at me?"
And that little voice, that fear, it's like a brake. It stops everything. The process of searching for a word is already work for your brain. When you add fear, it's just too much.
Here's another metaphor that might help. Imagine you know the route to a friend's house. You have the map in your head. You know the road. But you're a new driver, so you just sit in the car thinking about everything that could go wrong. You hesitate to start driving.
That's perfect. You know the way, that's your passive knowledge, but the fear of driving stops you from starting the journey. That's your active speaking.
So let's quickly recap the reasons. First, your passive vocabulary is bigger than your active one. Second, you might be thinking too fast in your native language. And third, the fear of mistakes causes your brain to freeze.
When you put all of those together, it's no wonder speaking can feel hard sometimes. It's not about you, it's about the process.
Okay, so we've named the problem, we've talked about why it happens. Now let's get to the good part. How do we fix it? How do we unlock those words calmly?
And the answer is not study harder. It's not about memorizing more words.
No, not at all. The answer is to be more gentle with yourself. We are going to share some simple, practical tools. These are mental tools. They help you get out of your own way.
The first tool is the most powerful. It is simply this: slow down.
Slow down. It sounds too simple, but it is everything.
It is. When you feel the pressure to speak, your brain speeds up. But your English needs the opposite. It needs calm. So before you speak, take a small, quiet breath. Give your brain 1 extra second.
It's like letting the water in a glass settle. If the water is moving, you can't see through it. When it becomes still, everything is clear. Your brain is the same.
For example, if someone asks you, "What did you do this weekend?" Instead of rushing to answer, you can pause, breathe, and then start slowly. Well, this weekend I went to the cinema.
That pause is a gift to yourself. It gives your brain time to find the simple words. And that's okay. Speaking slowly is clear. Speaking slowly is confident.
So that's tool number 1, slow down. Tool number 2 is connected to this. It's think in short ideas, not full sentences.
This helps with the thinking in your native language problem.
It does. Don't try to build a long, perfect sentence in your head. Just find the main idea, the key words. For example, your friend is telling a sad story. In your head, you think, "Oh, I feel so sorry for her. That must have been a very difficult and challenging experience for her."
That's a very complex sentence to translate.
Exactly. So instead, think of the short idea, the main feeling. The idea is, "That is sad," or "That sounds hard." So you just say that. "Oh, that sounds very hard."
It connects you to the other person. It shows you are listening. and it is much, much easier for your brain. Break down your big thoughts into small, simple pieces.
Okay, so we have slow down and think in short ideas. What's the third tool, Mike?
The third tool is to use thinking phrases. These are like little bridges. They give your brain more time to find the words, and they make you sound natural.
Ah, these are so useful. What are some examples?
Simple things like, let me see, or that's a good question. You can also say, well, in my opinion, or let me think about that for a second.
While you're saying that phrase, your brain is working in the background. It's searching for the words you need. It's like pressing a pause button in the conversation.
It is, and native speakers use these all the time. It is not a sign of bad English. It is a sign of natural English. So, for example, if someone at work asks, what do you think of the new project?
Instead of freezing, you can say, that's a good question. Let me see. I think it's interesting. I like the main idea.
See? You bought yourself a few seconds, and it was enough.
It's about making things easier for your brain, not harder. This brings us to the fourth and final tool, and this one is about our mindset. It is accept simple words instead of perfect words.
This is about letting go of perfectionism.
Yes, many learners feel they need to use advanced or intelligent words to impress people, but communication is not about impressing people, it's about connecting with them.
So if you're looking for the word extraordinary, but you can't find it, don't wait. Just use the word great or very good.
The movie was great is a perfect sentence. It's clear, it communicates your feeling. Searching for extraordinary and saying nothing communicates nothing.
Give yourself permission to be simple. Simple is clear, simple is effective, simple is confident.
So, those are our 4 core techniques. Slow down, think in short ideas, use thinking phrases, and accept simple words.
Now, talking about these ideas is one thing, but it's helpful to hear them in action. So let's do a couple of short role plays. We will try to speak without pressure.
Okay, let's start with a very casual conversation. Maybe we meet for coffee. I will start.
Sounds good.
Hi, Mike. How are you? How was, your week?
Hi, Sarah. I'm good. My week was, let me see. It was pretty busy, but good. I worked on a new project.
Oh, a new project. That sounds interesting. Is it difficult?
That's a good question. Yes, a little, but my team is good. We help each other, so it's okay.
That's great to hear.
Okay, let's pause there. What did we do in that conversation?
Well, first, we both paused. There were little moments of silence, and it was okay. The conversation didn't break.
Right. We also used thinking phrases. I said, let me see, and that's a good question. That gave me time.
And the words were very simple. Busy, good, interesting, difficult. We didn't need any advanced vocabulary to have a nice, normal conversation.
Exactly. See, it works. It feels much calmer. Shall we try a work situation?
Let's do it. Imagine you are my manager. You ask me for an update.
Okay. Hi, Sarah. Do you have a moment? I just wanted to ask about the client report. How is it going?
Hi, Mike. Yes. So, about the report, it's going well. I have finished the first part.
Okay, the first part is finished. Great. And what about the second part?
The second part, well, I'm working on it now. I think I need maybe 2 more days. Is that okay?
Yes, 2 more days is perfectly fine. Thank you for the update. It's very clear.
Okay. And we'll stop the role play there. Again, it was slow, it was simple, but was the message clear?
Perfectly clear. As the manager, I understood everything. I know the first part is done. I know the second part needs 2 more days. The communication was successful.
And I didn't need to use complex business vocabulary. I just used short ideas. First part finished. Need 2 more days.
This is so important. Clarity is much more valuable than complexity, especially at work.
So we hope those little role plays show you what it can feel like. It's calmer, it's more manageable. Now let's talk about a few common mistakes to avoid.
And we call them mistakes, but please don't think of this as criticism. This is just gentle guidance, things to be aware of.
The first common mistake is the one we talked about, trying to sound too advanced, using big words you're not comfortable with. This just adds pressure.
Right, let that go. Your goal is connection, not perfection. What's another one, Sarah?
Another mistake is translating full sentences directly from your native language. Every language has its own music, its own rhythm and structure.
That's a good way to put it, the music of a language.
When you translate word for word, the music is wrong. It can sound unnatural and be confusing. It's much better to focus on the simple idea, like we practiced.
A third mistake is one that many people make when they feel nervous. They stay silent. They don't say anything at all.
This is such a missed opportunity because even saying one small thing keeps you in the conversation. A simple, I agree, or, oh, really, or, that's interesting, is so powerful.
It shows you're listening and engaged, and it takes the pressure off. You don't have to make a long speech. Just one small contribution is enough.
And the final mistake to avoid is maybe the most important. It is judging yourself while you are speaking.
That critical inner voice again.
Yes, while you are trying to talk, your brain is saying, that was wrong, your accent is terrible, you're so slow. This is like trying to drive a car while someone is shouting at you. It's impossible.
You must be your own best friend when you are learning. When you make a mistake, just notice it calmly and continue. Don't stop. Don't judge. Just keep going.
That's such a crucial point, Mike. And being a good friend to yourself also means giving yourself gentle ways to practice, not just throwing yourself into a scary, high-pressure conversation. Kindness is the key.
It really is. Okay, we have talked a lot today. We've shared many ideas. Now we want to finish with a quiet moment for you, a moment for guided reflection and practice.
So, wherever you are, if you can, just take a moment to pause. You can close your eyes if that feels comfortable.
Let's just take a calm breath together. Breathe in and slowly breathe out.
Let go of any tension. Let go of any pressure to be perfect.
Now, I want you to imagine a real situation in your life. It could be at work, in a meeting, it could be with friends at a coffee shop, a situation where you might want to speak English.
Just picture it in your mind. See the people. Feel the atmosphere.
Now, think about the feeling of pressure, the feeling that you need to say something brilliant. Just notice that feeling, and then gently let it go.
You don't need a brilliant speech. You just need one simple sentence.
Think of one simple, short sentence you can say in that situation. Maybe it's, I have a question. Or maybe it's, that is a good point. Or even just, thank you for explaining.
Choose your sentence. Say it quietly to yourself. Feel how possible it is. It's not heavy. It's light.
Next time you are in a real conversation, remember this feeling. Remember your one simple sentence. That is your starting point. That is your key.
And please be kind to yourself on this journey. Learning to speak a new language is a marathon, not a sprint.
Okay, you can slowly bring your attention back to the room, back to our lounge.
We've covered so much today. Let's do a very calm, simple recap of the main message.
The feeling of understanding English but not being able to speak is normal. It is not a failure. It is a sign that your listening skills are strong.
It happens because your brain is dealing with a lot: passive versus active words, thinking too fast, and fear of mistakes.
To unlock your words, you don't need to study more. You need to be more gentle. Slow down. Think in short ideas. Use thinking phrases and accept simple, clear words.
And above all else, please remember this one main idea, the most important message from our time together today.
The idea is you already have the words. They are inside you. Your job is not to find new words, but to calmly and gently let your words out.
We really hope this episode has helped you feel a little less pressure and a little more peace in your English journey.
If this episode helped you, please like the video and subscribe to English Learning Lounge channel. It helps us know that we are creating something useful for you.
And we invite you to come back and relax with us again right here in the English Learning Lounge.
Until next time, take care and be kind to yourself.
Bye, everyone.